We begin tonight at the Nueces County Courthouse, where the Uvalde trial involving former school officer Adrian Gonzalez resumed today for week 3. And tonight, a key update. Day
11 of the trial was underway today at the Nueces County Courthouse, where the prosecution rested. Then, after calling only 2 witnesses to the stand, the defense also rested.
Natalia Osuna has been monitoring the trial today and is now live at the courthouse with the latest. Natalia?
Hey, Mike, Leslie. That's right. Well, the trial has been ongoing for 2 weeks, and court resumed this morning after being out for the federal holiday. The prosecution rested after nearly 40 witnesses were brought up to the stand by the state, and shortly after, the defense also rested, meaning that both sides have presented all their evidence to the jury. And now the state's last witness was former Texas Ranger Nick Hill, who took the stand last Friday and continued giving his testimony today when defense attorneys did cross-examination. After the state rested, defense attorneys called up their 2 witnesses. The first was a secretary at the funeral home across the street from Robb Elementary, who saw the shooter arrive at the campus. The second, retired San Antonio police officer Willie Cantu. Defense attorney Jason Goss asked him to explain the factors involved in a high-stress and fast-changing environment like a mass shooting from his experience and training. By early afternoon, the defense team announced they had rested, and Judge Sid Harrell addressed the jury.
Members of the jury, as you just heard, both sides have rested and closed the case. That means you've heard all of the evidence in the case. It's now my job, along with the lawyers, to prepare the charge of the court. I'm going to excuse you, and we will resume tomorrow with that charge ready to be read, and it'll be immediately followed by the arguments of counsel, and then we will ask you to deliberate on the case.
Once the jury was dismissed, Judge Harrell and both prosecution and defense teams stayed behind to discuss charges. Those will be read tomorrow morning when court resumes for closing arguments. And later at 3 News at 6, we'll hear from a legal expert breaking down what comes next and how long this trial could last now that both the defense and prosecution have rested. Reporting live, I'm Natalia Osuna, 3 News.